and you're listening to a special edition of Kev on the Radio because we have a very special guest in studio today from Littleton, Colorado. Singer, songwriter, guitarist, rocker, Wild Willie. Welcome. Thanks for being here, Willie.
Thank you so much for having me. It feels good to be on the air.
Excellent. You've been playing around Denver for a few years now.
Oh, yeah, 14 years so far.
Let's start a little bit from the beginning. When in life did you realize this is what you were going to do with yourself, with your life?
Honestly, since the cradle, ever since I was born, as you know, I was born in Englewood in Swedish Hospital on September 8th, 1994, of course, raised by an amazing family. And, of course, basically I couldn't speak properly, though, but when I was 3, my dad was playing a song on the radio by the Bare Naked Ladies called Jane. And pretty much out of the blue, I sang Jane. And immediately that's where I found my voice. And that's right then and there, my parents knew that music was my destiny. And that was like the birth of how I became Wild Willie, really. And pretty much took music lessons right around in my teens and started off from there.
You just always kind of had an ear.
Yeah, I always had an ear for music. I had great memory, picked up melodies quickly by ear, like my favorite rock bands, and also songs of the day, stuff like that, and can memorize word for word.
Yeah. And your guitar player, do you play any other instruments? Did you just stick solely with the guitar and singing?
Oh, no, just vocals and guitar.
Yeah. Did you grow up in a creative environment? You mentioned your family being very supportive and, just developing that ear earlier. Anybody else in the family with musical talent or artistic creativity?
Honestly, very little.
Really?
Very little music in my family, though. But however, my dad sang choir in the 3rd grade, and my grandma took up piano and guitar. And also my biological mom, she loved to sing, so she was a really good singer. And also my mother, Kelly, she also plays piano, and she's musically inclined and also did marching band and stuff like that. So there was a little bit of music in the family. And also my brother, he dabbled in some instruments like guitar, and he played a little bit and played a little bit piano. But I was the only one who got bit by the music bug, so to say.
Right. And before we get to your musical influences, what was some of the music you just grew up with and just subconsciously?
Well, in the beginning, probably right around 5, I grew up listening to bands of the 90s, like alternative rock bands like Bare Naked Ladies, and then also Nirvana. And then by the time I entered 6th grade, I listened to pretty much Van Halen, Ozzy Osbourne, Led Zeppelin, and Queen. And then right around 15 to about 29 at this age, I was into thrash metal and heavy metal, bands like Metallica, Motorhead, Pantera, and also Motley Crue and Iron Maiden.
All the classics.
All the classics, all the greats, definitely.
Right. Does anyone stand out for you as far as becoming Wild Willie?
Overall, I would give my full inspiration to Ozzy Osbourne, for sure.
Yeah.
He's definitely my biggest influence. I mean, a man who's willing to go through, all through the triumphs and tragedies, and through the falls, and still come up on top and be indestructible as he is, is a huge inspiration to me, because he's not only just a huge inspiration, but he's the sign that it's okay to hit rock bottom, because you're going to get right back up and become a hero.
And you're a big Randy Rhoads fan as well.
Oh, yeah. Love Randy Rhoads. Definitely one of my all-time favorite guitar players, though. But all-time favorite shredder is Dimebag Darrell of Pantera. Oh, my God. That guy can take anything. No matter how hungover he is, no matter how sick he was, he would just get up on stage and just wail on guitar, and he'd be a machine. And he really is the most underrated guitar player ever, and with a huge amount of passion and heart and soul,
Yeah. And I don't think he's underrated to any of his fans, that's for sure, because you're right, he had the best attitude, and that's all he ever wanted to do. And, of course, we miss him. Gone way too soon.
I know. God bless his soul and rest in peace.
Yeah, that he was such a blast. Well, we're going to take a quick break. We're going to play another one of your favorites, and then we're going to come back, get to know you a little bit more, play some of your music, and just kind of chill out, hang out, listen to some tunes, get to know Wild Willie here on K4CO. I ain't talking about love, Van Halen on K4CO Radio, and you're listening to a special edition of Kev on the Radio because we have a special guest in the studio today, local musician from Littleton, Colorado, Wild Willie. singer-songwriter, guitar player. Now, I know you're a solo artist, but you play with a band as well, too.
Oh, yes, Resistful Misfit.
Resistful Misfit. Tell us about Resistful Misfit.
Honestly, we're bringing the 70s and 80s rock back to pretty much 2023. And honestly, it's one of the most classiest and most awesome band I've ever been in, honestly. And this is like my first band that I was actually really, my first hardworking band ever. And the guys are just amazing. And my best buds are my brothers. And honestly, I stand by them through this journey. And so far, this journey is great.
And did you meet them as they were already developed, or did you guys do this together?
Well, my friend who's the drummer, Rob, he actually introduced me to the band, and he said he was getting back into music, and him and my friend Mikey, who's also the bass player, he texted me, and he actually asked me if I wanted to audition to be a lead singer of this band, and I was like, yeah, sure, what was it called? And he said, Resistful Misfit, and the guy's named Eddie, and he just wants your phone number and email and everything, so I hooked up with Dad and went to his house and listened to a lot of his music, and I was immediately blown away. And the first time I listened to his tracks, I've never heard sound this type. I mean, it was amazing, and I was like, my God, this is brand new. This is amazing. This is straight up my alley.
Mm-hmm. How long have you been jamming with them?
So far for a good solid couple months, honestly. And,
so it's pretty fresh.
Yeah, but honestly, I already felt like I've been in them for years, right. Honestly. It's like we already knew each other.
Just that feeling.
Yeah, absolutely. We were already a brotherhood when we started jamming, honestly.
Great. As far as writing goes, do you bring in the ideas? Do you collaborate as a band? Do you collaborate with anybody else? Or is it you bringing in these ideas?
I pretty much collaborate with everybody, honestly, because as a musician, I want to give back to the music community, because my life is for all musicians out there. You know, if there's any band or anybody that needs help, like writing a song, or any local artist or any local, like, guitar player that's willing to need help, I'm willing to stand by them and help them out, because I know what it's like, you know, to struggle trying to make it, you know, because, you know, I've been there too. And I want to help every single artist out there, and hoping that I would, whatever ideas I give out, it helps them out.
Yeah, I got a lot of that from just reading your bio on wildwilliemusic.com. Very interesting. You also mentioned a mentor of yours that has had a lot to do with your songwriting. Do you want to mention him at all?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. His name is Philip Stone, and also I like to mention my father as well.
Great. Was it your dad playing Nirvana and Bare Naked Ladies when you were a kid? Was that his...
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Like, my dad never had a passion to play music, though, but he loved music, and he had a great sense of what the songs is all about, though. And also, he had a gift and a knack for songwriting, and it surprised me, honestly. As I was trying to write songs, basically when I showed it to him, he basically came up with some ideas and shaped up some choruses of mine, and I was like, wow, such incredible words, you know? Like, why didn't Dad become a songwriter, you know? But
I mean, even the biggest fans don't know that they can...
I know, I mean, which is pretty much his hidden talent. No, it's great. Just
another great ear, probably, that you developed from him.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, yeah, God bless my dad, you know? I mean, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for him.
And what's the difference between you writing a song by yourself and collaborating? Is there a difference, personally?
Well, I would say my songwriting is pretty accurate when I'm on my own, though. I mean, sometimes the words work for me and sometimes it doesn't. But when I collab with, with some of my friends, it actually works a whole lot better, because we can share ideas, we can express ourselves, how we feel about the song and stuff like that. And who knows? I mean, like, an inspiration can strike anywhere.
Absolutely. And what impacts your writing the most? I mean, other than your band, your mentors, your dad, individually, where do you get your inspiration from?
Really living, honestly, and learning every day, each and every day. Real life in my hometown of Colorado really gives me the inspiration to write. It's like, whenever I have a good day, I'll write about it. Whenever I have a bad day, I'll write about it. Basically something I can write in between breakfast, lunch, and dinner, honestly. I mean, that's what gives me the inspiration to write, too, of course. And whatever's on my mind, if I hear something very interesting that clicks in my head, like an old saying or an old phrase that hasn't been heard in like thousands of years, I would just put it out on paper.
Right. Well, let's hear one of your songs. How about that?
Hell yeah, let's do it.
I want to play Warrior. Tell us a little bit about this song before we get into that.
Warrior is basically about a song of never giving up and overcoming life's obstacles, basically, because the biggest battlefield is life, because nobody is ever going to win the war of life. But it doesn't matter how you win the war of life. It's how much you can take and keep fighting and fighting every battle, which is your obstacles, and basically overcoming. And if you do that, you win the war for sure and become a better version of yourself. And that's why I put the term warrior, because I describe it as an individual that's willing to go through any obstacle, adapt through any situation, no regrets, no fears, no worries, no doubts, just willing to just head forth and go on any challenges and overcome it as best he can.
Great. Just keep getting up when you get knocked down, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And you have a really cool video for this on your page. Tell us a little bit about that, anime video.
Of course, it's developed and animated by my friend Dustin, who I went to high school with, and he said he's willing to do music videos for free, and of course, I'm willing to offer him. He offered his services, and I agreed, and it was great. Honestly, I was like blown away by the anime and effects, and it matched with the song really well.
It is really good. I like it a lot.
Yeah, he's really great, honestly.
All right, well, we are here with local musician Wild Willie, and this is Warrior on K4CO. From Littleton, Colorado, Wild Willie and Warrior. And you're listening to K4CO Radio with Kev on the Radio, special edition, because Wild Willie is here with me right now. Tell us a little bit about Wild Willie when he's not writing music, when he's not all consumed with, or is there a time? How do you get away from it all?
Well, really, music is pretty much my biggest escape. I mean, it's impossible to escape from music, honestly.
Any other interests, hobbies, passions?
Oh, yeah, basically, yeah. I usually go out and I listen to live bands and like to go listen to them, basically, and hang out with friends and chill out and have fun, and just like playing guitar as well and jamming along. And also really like to write songs, like to journal, too, as well, whatever I have on my mind, and basically, I like my day job, too, as well. It keeps me busy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good for you. That's always important. You've got to go back to your page again, because it's interesting. Like I said, you can find, at wildwilliemusic.com. There's some videos of him, and even just some songs with just you and the acoustic guitar. You're very versatile. You can pretty much just sit down and do that. I've always admired that. What are we looking forward to from you as far what's coming up? Any new releases or plans for an album, shows?
Well, hopefully sooner or later I get my album released, and I have an upcoming show with my band Resistible Misfit at Freco's Bar and Grill on December 2nd. We're going to be playing for an hour from 8 to 9, and that I'm pretty more excited about that as well. And basically I just keep on writing music and just keep on working hard, honestly. I'm not doing it for the fame, not doing it for the money. I'm doing it because I love music. It's a big part of my life ever since I was a kid, and I will take on music and keep on writing and keep on recording albums until I die.
Good for you. Very inspired. And a lot of your songs are very uplifting as well, I must say. You mentioned when we were talking about Phil Stone, how he, being your mentor, kind of created an exercise for you as far as songwriting. We were talking a little bit about that before we were on the air. I found
Absolutely.
it interesting. Tell us a little bit about that, about the 2 songs that you wrote.
Well, I was 24 at the time, and it was my second therapy session with Phil, of course. And Phil gave me a project on writing songs. Basically, it turned into just a therapy product. It was like music therapy. And so Phil told me, okay, Willie, here's what I want you to do. I want you to go home and write 2 songs for me, okay? One that is the best version of yourself, that's very uplifting, and that you're living the best life of your life. And the second one, I want you to write the dark side of yourself and what you really don't like about yourself. And so basically that's what inspired me to write my first songs I haven't written in a while. Of course, I've written songs in the past, though, but these 2 songs I've written, Enough is Enough and Jealousy, really came into that fold, honestly. And when Phil read the lyrics, he liked it very, very much, and he said, hey, these are really amazing lyrics. I mean, would you want to go in the studio and record this? And I was like, what? Are you serious? And he was like, yeah, I got a studio. And I was like, yes. I was really pumped and excited. And then on a weekend, we picked a day and we, we picked the day and we recorded that song in like 3 hours. And that's how it came to being. And then after that, I released it as a single in May.
So it came together so well, just kind of naturally.
Mm-hmm. Very naturally, yeah, it meshed together. And it was really like very uplifting and really was the most inspiring point in my life, honestly.
Good for you. Well, we still got some time left. Is there anything we're not covering?
Oh, no, it's all good.
You want to share? Well, we still got a song from you. But I just wanted to make sure we cover all the bases. Like I said, you can find Wild Willie. He's got a really good webpage at wildwilliemusic.com, and he's got some songs on there. Like I said, very uplifting, great message, and just your approach to your songs as far as helping people, I find very admirable. I mean, a negative song can even do that for someone. It does it for everybody. It's just the power of music, and I think you got a great approach to it.
Oh, thank you very much. That means a lot. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, basically, music can be really uplifting, whether it's sad or happy. Honestly, it really helps out people. I mean, of course, when there's a happy song, it uplifts people. But honestly, the dark side of song, like songs like like My Immortal by Evanescence, or Broken, or even like Shot in the Dark by Ozzy Osbourne. I mean, really uplifts people. Inspires them. It may come from a dark place though, but it's very therapeutic.
Absolutely, depending on that melody and how it's all put together, right?
Yeah, and how it relates to people, really.
Absolutely. I want to play another song from Wild Willie. Tell us about Full Throttle.
Well, Full Throttle, it's about life on the road and basically going the distance, of course. And basically, I was inspired by pretty much the heavy grooves of Motley Crue, ZZ Top, and also Metallica. And I want to write my version of Kickstart My Heart or Sad But True. And basically, Full Throttle is about going the distance and going full speed for whatever goal you want, just chasing after it without any remorse and without any consequences of the risk you're taking, basically.
No matter what you do, whether you're a musician or touring musician or not, right?
Yeah, whether you're a musician, an actor, sports star, or a star chef or lawyer, doctor, whatever you want, or a college student, who knows?
Yeah, well, it's a great uplifting approach to it, like I said. You're listening to K4CO with Wild Willie. This is Full Throttle.
Has ever gone before. Wanna see what's on the other side, and I want more, more, more. All across the fat land, where I can spread my wings and fly. Do what I can, ride the sunset to the painted sky. Never gonna stop, never slowing down. Going full speed, going full throttle. Smoking up the road, just for adventure. I feel it in my soul. All across the fat land, where I can spread my wings and fly. Do what I can, ride the sunset to the painted sky. Never gonna stop, never slowing down. Going full speed, going full throttle.
Full Throttle, Wild Willie, Littleton-based singer-songwriter, musician, rocker. I can definitely hear the Motley Crue influence in that one. That was very cool. That one's a mover. I dig it. Full Throttle, Wild Willie. Well, wrapping it up here with Wild Willie. Anything we didn't cover, I think we kind of, as far as today, we would like to have you back. Like I said earlier, maybe bring you acoustic guitar and just tinker around a little bit. I think we have a room for that. Tell us tell everyone where we can find you as far as social media, streaming-wise.
All right, to all my family and friends out there, if you want to catch out more Wild Willie music, feel free to check me out on TikTok, on Facebook, on YouTube, which is Wild Willie 94. And also, I do have a website, Wild Willie Music, definitely. And also, for my band, you can catch Resistible Misfit also on Facebook, and they have a website as well. And don't forget to tune in our gig on December 2nd at 8:30 p.m. For sure. We're here to bring rock and roll to you, to everybody here.
Awesome. And that's December 2nd, Saturday night at
8.
At the used to be
the Toad Tavern, yeah.
Toad Tavern. It's now called what?
Freco's Bar and Grill.
Freco's Bar and Grill, December 2nd, 8:30. All right. Wild Willie, thanks a lot for being here. We're going to send you off with another one of your favorites.
Well, thank you very much for having me. This really is amazing.
Take care. Wild Willie, K4CO.